This is Paul Mers, and Paul, tell us a little bit about this boat. Who are we looking at here?
This is a Joanne. It was built in San Diego in 1916.
Wow.
It's 90 years old this year. It's pretty representative of most of the boats in the fleet. There's about 300 trollers that fish salmon out of Oregon.
And this is made of a special kind of wood that we learned about a little bit down the way.
Right.
What's it made of?
The planks are Port Orford cedar, and the frames are Oregon white oak.
Very good.
And it's been rebuilt a couple of times, but it's in pretty good shape now.
I guess so. And you're going to show us a little bit about how it operates. Is that right? And then show us how you catch a fish.
Well, we try.
We'll try. All right.
We have to lower these outriggers up here.
Let's do that.
Okay.
If we can. And wow. I mean, that's just an amazingly tall thing. And for the viewers at home here, I can just tell you that's way up there. He's going to lower that down, and he's going to come back here and tell us a little bit about why he does that. That's, I think, a pretty important part. Paul just got back off the ocean. He was out there fishing. Paul, what does that do for your boat?
Well, that gives us spread on our gear so we can cover more water. It spreads our gear out. We fish with about 24 hooks in the water.
Wow.
And we use 3 wires off of each side of the boat. And if we don't spread them, well, we get tangled up, and that's not a good thing.
Not a good thing at all. And I understand it
here.
helps with stability a little bit as well.
It does.
It does?
It does.
Very good. I'm just going to step here.
We fish with a flasher as an attractor and then a hook behind it. That's usually what we fish with. We sometimes fish with spoons.
Okay, now is there bait on that hook?
No, we just, some guys fish bait, usually herring. I don't like to mess with it.
But these salmon will see that flash.
They will see that
and
go
for it.
You bet.
Very good.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so.
And how did it go last time? Do we have anything to show? Oh.
We covered almost 400 miles in 4 days.
Wow.
For 14 fish.
Oof. This is not how it always goes, is it?
Yeah, this wasn't a real good trip. We have in the past had much better trips. The week before we had 50 fish in a day and a half. So all the fish are from different rivers. They swim together in the ocean. We're working on some genetic research to help identify which fish we're catching in the ocean.
So which fish come from where?
Which fish come from which river.
And
it's going to help us with our management. I'll show you.
Yeah, do you have a fish to show us? Or
we do.
Do you have something else to show us here in terms
this
of tackle?
gear goes in the water. It's on a long leader.
Okay.
And we just throw it off the back of the boat. The boat's traveling through the water at about 3 knots.
Okay.
And the leader clips off.
Now hopefully we're not going to catch Tom's fish.
No,
right?
the leader will clip off on this wire like this. And we've got hydraulics that lift the lead, and it will swing out off of the pole.
All right.
And that we'll put 24 hooks in the water and just drag them around and hope we find some fish.
Very good. Paul, we have to move on, but can we have a look at one of your fish? We have
Brooke and Reagan have a fish they'd like to show the folks.
Fantastic.
Go ahead, girls.
Can you lift that up, you two? Wow. And Paul, what's going on? This fish has a tag in its mouth.
That tag is part of the genetic research we're doing. It identifies that individual fish. It has a barcode on it. It ties that fish to the DNA research. Anybody that buys that fish can go to the website at Project Cruise, type in the number and find out the river of origin where that fish was spawned.
Amazing. That's a completely different kind of research, I imagine, than we've ever had available before. And that's going to help, hopefully.
I think it's going to help.
Helping you be able to stay in business and keep catching some salmon for us. Very good. Well, thank you very much, Paul. Thanks to our volunteers.